Bloody hibagon videos wasting our time. Won't anyone make them stop? The mouse is here beside us. Make them stop. Make them stop. Equity. All right, we are on top of the hill that we climbed last year, trying to get to this colossal solar calendar. For more explanation about why I'm here, the background and so on, please see yesterday's video, Return to the Colossal Solar Calendar. In this video, I will show you the weird, monstrous structure that I noticed in passing last year as I was fleeing the area. Well, I'm back. Nervous, yes. Afraid, not really, not yet. Surprisingly, I'm feeling fine, if a little bit otherworldly, like I've stepped into another world. I'm taking pictures of standard hibagon Sasquatch structures. They're all around me, more than I can shake a stick at, until I get to this one. And the sound is removed because emotion overcomes me and I develop a bit of a potty mouth. Yes, I do. Now, I've clipped out a lot of the video because my head is on a self-preservation swivel. I'm trying here to edit in a focus on the structure. Save you your time and save you from seasickness. I will play some music. The music expresses the willies that this thing gives me. Still gives me, just looking at the photos. If you don't want to be influenced by my choice of music, just turn your sound off. And please forgive, again, please forgive the lousy forehead cam at the beginning. I do switch to handheld phone cam. I would just like you, please, to look hard at the structure. I'm calling it the monstrosity. And please see if you can think of what human agent or agency would make this. And for what conceivable human purpose. Because I can't think of anything, and I've been researching Japanese forestry techniques in the library, and we're going to ask a Japanese forester, Ryoichi's friend. But I've never seen anything like this. We have logging in Canada. You take a stab at it. Now, there is evidence of human presence here. There was a surveyor's mark. I saw a ribbon or two and some white lines on some trees that could be human origin. I don't know what material the white lines are. As for the monstrosity, certainly it includes man-made materials. Hibagon, the Japanese Bigfoot, has already demonstrated to us that he is flexible when it comes to materials. We've found structures of the same designs as are put forth in the Field Guide to Sasquatch Structures, where they're made out of wood, timber. But we've found the same designs here, made sometimes from wood, sometimes from bamboo. We found the top of a chawanmushi pot used in a sensitive arrangement just on the border of the Kumano Shrine, right here on Mount Hiba. I can't say that Hibagon did this. I wasn't here. I didn't see him do it. But equally, I can't say that humans did this, or could do this, or why on earth they would do this. And keep in mind that this mountain is sacred in Japanese mythology and sacred in law. It is the resting place of the mother goddess Izanami, the ancestor of the imperial family. This mountain is imperial family property. No one is supposed to be up here doing logging or getting up to any other kind of destructive activity. Okay, please have a look. So that's what I'm calling the monstrosity. Now, what do we have here? We have 2 trees with several logs lashed to them, around them, tied around with much steel cable, abundant, superfluous use, wasteful use of steel cable draping off everywhere, and draping over a 3rd tree, steel cable tied as high as 10 feet up. And this is all on the edge of a ravine. It's on the edge of a cliff where if you fall, nothing is going to stop you until you hit the rocks in the river down below. So much unused, wasted, dumped steel cable. Expensive steel cable used and unused and dumped. There's no thought in this. There's no thought of economy or efficiency. This is very un-Japanese. Look here, I don't know what steel cable costs in your country. This is Japan, so it might be more expensive here, but we are in Japan, so let's look at Japanese prices. This is from Amazon. The red spool is, I don't know what that is today, $500, $600. And it looks like that much cable is used in this one knot up here. And pretty sure that this here is a thicker gauge cable, so that should be even more expensive. Where would Hibagon get steel cable? Well, he's not going to buy it on Amazon. He would get it from any of the mining operations up here, or any of the ski hills. There are lots of both, and there are lots of closed abandoned mines and closed abandoned ski hills. Sourcing the cable is no problem. That's easy for the Hibagon. Carrying it all up this slope would be impossible for me or any man I've ever met, but for the Hibagon, that's going to be easy as well. Anyone who can rip this tree out of the ground, rocking it back and forth till the taproot snaps, and then turn it upside down and ram it back into the ground. Thank you to Smorgasbord for the help with the photo analysis. Anyone who can do that can transport this cable up here. That's the least of his problems. Hundreds of pounds of steel cable must be worth, I don't know, thousands of dollars here in Japan. On top of this hill that isn't easy to climb up when you're unencumbered, I need to use my hands in places to pull myself up. And then if I got the cable up here, I'd need a ladder to lean against this tree, leaning right over a practically bottomless ravine. And I'd have to climb up there with hundreds of pounds of cable over one shoulder, kind of putting me off balance, assuming I'm strong enough to lift it, which I'm not. There's no apparent reason to any of this. No reason to risk my life. No apparent technique. I can't believe this thing passed inspection. Not human inspection. All right, class, you have your human origin theory and your Hibagon origin theory. And I think there are only those two. Whose profile does this fit better? Discuss below and consider the context. And for extra credit, what would you call this structure? Man, wherever I go, it seems, just venture off the road, just venture into the bush just a little bit, and you don't even know yet about our big freaking day at Bingo Akasaka last weekend. Okay, my work is done here. Now I'm going to trot down the road a bit and try to get to that solar calendar by another way. I'm going to get to it one way or another, God willing. Okay. You coming? Good. Meet me down the road.